process where we try to loop in a lot of other folks from legal, from tax, from commercial, from financial. So all of these big fours or different smaller boutique firms as well will help us with legal due diligence, tax due diligence, commercial due diligence, and sort of uncover gaps what the promoters might have had or might have in the future. Like evaluate the transaction from a very thorough perspective. It's not like using a sledgehammer. You have to actually use a scalpel and sort of operate and see what's happening behind the doors. So that is another process which will maybe take a month or two depending on the deal size. And then we come on to sort of term sheets and definitive agreements. And that's not just the case, right? Like when you're doing this, when you create these term sheets, right? For example, recently, like rather last week itself, I was in a room full of lawyers, tax due diligence folks. And what happened in that room was initially an MOU was shared by the legal team of the sell-side advisors. And now the legal team just red flagged the entire MOU which the buyer had sent without having any commercial nuance. Legally, they were right, but they did not have the background or alignment on what exactly was the commercial agreements with the buyer. And that sort of derailed the entire process by 2 weeks. And that is what we were trying to solve the last week in the boardroom, because after sort of forming a term sheet also, alignment and trust between both the buyers and the sellers is super important. So it's the closure is not just closing the deal by signing a term sheet. There are conditions precedent